This one's not going anywhere. I happened to cross a couple-month-old post for a Hennessy Ridge Road run on the Lost Coast 4x4's Facebook page. I hadn't heard of Hennessy Road before, but what I could see of it on the satellite maps didn't look too bad. The next Sunday, I happened to find myself with a free afternoon and made the hour drive out to the turnoff near Burnt Ranch, California. Burnt Ranch I was familiar with. My grandparents had lived here when I was growing up, and I had spent a few weeks here every summer. It's a loose community of about 300 just east of where the South Fork Trinity River meets the larger Trinity River. After turning onto South Fork Road, the asphalt quickly ended, and I pulled into a turnout to air down my tires. I've driven through this on the highway, but hadn't stopped in the area for nearly 30 years, and the smell hit me like a ton of bricks. The hot, dry air and the pungent scent of dry madrone leaves and tan oak brought back a flood of memories. Helping my grandfather cut and stack firewood, working in the garden, and canning vegetables with my grandmother. I knew then, no matter what else happened, it was already a special trip. Side road, so I'm going to give it a try, I think. See how far I can get. Starts going downhill pretty steep, and a little while afterward it turns into a single track. I could probably push down it a little bit, but I don't think I can turn around. A little ways back from where the single track starts, it looks like there's a little clearing here where motorcycles stage before they head down the hill. I stopped to pick up some of the trash here. There's quite a bit, broken buckets, there's all kinds of stuff. Not able to get the giant piece of carpet that's embedded in the mud here, but got what I could. Looks like it's the end of the road for me. I don't think I'm going to be able to get past any of that or move any of it. There's a couple bigger ones farther down the road too. I went ahead and walked down to the end of the road. It wasn't very far, maybe a couple thousand feet. There's a nice little clearing here. Enough room to do some camping if you wanted to. There's a old fire circle here. It looks like nobody's done any camping here in a while though, probably because the road's half fallen off and half fallen on. There's a trail that heads on up the mountain, which you could probably either hike or ride a motorcycle up. It gets pretty steep as soon as you go past that berm. There's a couple trails going straight up the side of the hill. They probably go to Hennessy Peak. I don't think I'm going to do that today though. I'm going to head back to the car and start heading back. It's starting to get a little bit late. Yeah, if some of these bigger rocks were gone, it'd be a little tough in the car. This one's not going anywhere. Not easy. Most of it is kind of like this. Just a few rocks falling on the road. Wouldn't be too big of a deal if it wasn't for the two big boulders. I might be able to squeak by this one, but I don't think it's worth trying since we can't go much farther past the big one. All too soon, it was time to head home. But even a few hours in the woods was worth the trip, and I know I'll be back again soon. There are still unexplored roads in the area, and an even more extensive network of Forest Service roads on the north side of the Trinity. Even before this trip, I was making plans to drive up to the fire lookout on Ironside Mountain across the Trinity River. My grandparents took me up to the lookout almost 40 years ago in their VW, a bright yellow thing. There are several marked dispersed campgrounds around the small lakes and many rivers north of Ironside. Maybe I'll plan an overnighter.